Stockpile these now because your life may depend upon it. Hey everyone, I'm Michael with Asymmetrical Preparedness. Today we're going to talk about these items I have laying out here in front of me and my recommendations for what you should be stockpiling, prepping up now. We got to be on top of our game, a little bit at a time. If you've got the chunk of change to drop, get a bunch, great. But these are some items that I feel are very important to get now because some of them are being attacked by the government, taking them away, not wanting you to have them because they're items that will empower you to be self-reliant and not rely upon them. And we all know that they want to control you. So these are items that help you to not be controlled. So let's get into the first item. First item I want to talk about is ammunition. Specifically 5.56, most widely available cartridge in the United States. This is 5.56 62 grain green tip. This is my can that I am currently working on filling and also using from. So this is kind of like my training ammunition right here that I'm working with. I recommend doing that. I recommend having training ammo in a specific location and your stockpiled ammo in a separate location. That needs to be separate because you need to have both. You want to stockpile ammo, but you also don't want to set it all aside. You got to be training, you got to be using it, or you won't have the skills when it comes time to use it. So that's important. Next item is an item you can't even get in this state anymore. Magazines. 30-round magazine. Can't even get these in the state anymore. Grandfathered if you already had them, so I'm good to have this. But magazines are always under assault. Same with ammunition. A lot of people feel that that is not covered under the second, which that's stupid because it is. Because without these things, your rifle will not function. So these are covered under the second. But anyway, magazines, have lots of them. Get them when they're on sale. Stockpile lots of magazines. Next thing I want to talk about is very important. Prescription medications and other medications and medical supplies. Very important. Making holes, fixing holes. You got to have both abilities. First thing I want to talk about, you see right here, the Jace case. Prescription antibiotics and prescription medications that are very difficult to get. You can't just go down to Walmart or a drugstore and get them on the shelves. So check out Jace, links in the description below. Coupon code asymmetrical10, save yourself some money. Great products. Antibiotics are getting more and more difficult to locate and to stockpile. So get them while you can because they're probably not going to be around much longer. As well as all the other prescription medications they offer. They even have a children's setup where it's like a child case. A lot of stuff that children might need. So we got to take care of our families. That's part of it. So check out Jace. Another part of medical is IFAKs, tourniquets, quick clot gauze, regular gauze, other hemostatic agents, nasal airways, oral airways, all the stuff. Boo-boo kits, cleaning agents to clean wounds. All the stuff associated with medical is very, very, very important. I'd put medical above tactical any day because you might have to use this stuff. You probably are much more likely to use this stuff. Maybe not from a traumatic injury, but maybe you slip and fall and impale yourself. You know, whatever happens. We don't know what will happen when we're out doing the things. SHTF happens, we're going to be a lot more active. We're going to be sitting inside. We're not going to be sitting at our desks. We're going to be out doing things. So more likely to become injured. So medical is very important. Stockpile lots of medical. And regular gauze, if you think you have enough, double it, triple it, quadruple it, and you still probably won't have enough actually. And that's for long-term wound care. If somebody gets some kind of major injury and you got to change out those dressings on a regular basis, you got to pack wounds, whatever, all that stuff takes a lot of gauze, a lot more than you realize unless you have medical training. Another thing is very important, self-reliance, self-sufficiency, the ability to empower yourself is very important. Producing your own food, raising your own animals, growing your own food. Very important. For me, growing our own food is a little easier than raising our own food. But we have tribe members all around us that have lots of animals that produce 100% of the protein that they need and we need. So we can barter, trade, buy, sell, whatever we want from them to get the proteins we want. So we grow a lot. I have 25 raised beds, 12 in-ground areas, and I'm adding to that. At some point it may get too much, but seeds, stockpile seeds now, because even if you are not growing your own food, which I highly recommend, it's a learned skill. You have to do it. You have to constantly do it so that you can learn how to do it. Learn what grows, all the other stuff. It's very important. But even if you're not doing that, still set aside seeds. This is one of the Heirloom 55 seed packs. Haven't opened it up, haven't used it yet, but this is one of my stockpile seed sets. Goodwill sells seeds. All these seeds are Goodwill. And they're made in America, or they're grown in America. They are current production, and they are heirloom. They're all heirloom seeds. So that's a win, and they're very inexpensive. I think right now they are 39 cents a pack. Best deal out there for seeds. Go to your Goodwill and get some seeds. But don't take them all because, you know, leave some for me. Another thing is, collect your own seeds if you are growing. Very important. You see this is pumpkin seeds from last year, 2023. Very important. Having the ability to produce food for your family long term, whether it be on your property, whether on your bug out property, whether it's guerrilla gardening out in the woods, whatever it may be, having the ability to produce your own calories is very important. World falls apart, we got to eat. Same with water. That's another thing I want to show you really quick. Stockpile lots of water like this. Great value apple juice container. Sanitize it, clean it out really well, and then fill it up. And what I do is I fill it up to it has that positive bubble over the top, and then I put the lid on nice and tight. And this stores. If you're getting it in like juice containers, old soda containers, they're non-BPA, you don't have to worry about that. And it's a great way to store water. Other ways are buying cases of waters, getting those big blue food grade barrels. One hint about that is go to soda bottling companies like Pepsi or Coke or whatever local sodas you have. They get their syrups in those barrels and they sell them for a lot less expensive than you can get them pretty much anywhere else. Get those blue barrels, clean them out really well, fill them up, store water. You can store water in a lot of different containers. I do use empty cat litter containers and milk jugs sometimes, but that's not for drinking water. That's for watering the garden water. That is for maybe if we had to bathe or something like that, or just general use, washing stuff off, cleaning stuff, maybe doing some laundry, that kind of stuff. Don't drink that water out of containers like that. It's not BPA free. Who knows what's in it? Be smart, but store water in as much as you possibly can. Water, you gotta have it, right? All right, so these are the items that I would think about, highly recommend stockpiling now. Ammunition, magazines, medical related stuff, seeds, and water. Very important items. All these things are things that will help you to be better prepared for whatever is coming. I love you guys. Have a wonderful day, and blessings to you and yours.